On Music Row, it's the Bobby Bones Show. Well, the guests so far have been Mel Gibson and Eddie Murphy. I'm going to play you a clip of celebrity. You just guess what celebrity's voice you're hearing as we play Name That Secret Celebrity. Here, let's go to Katie in Georgia, who's on the phone. Hey, Katie, how are you this morning?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm pretty good. Everything going all right with you?
Yeah, everything's great. Just getting ready for work.
Are you driving into work still, or are you working from home?
Yeah. No, I'm at work now.
Oh, okay. Are they giving you any sort of plan for in the future you may have to work from home?
I can't spay and neuter pets at home.
Oh, interesting. I guess you could if they brought them to you. You know, my dog has to go to the vet for a checkup today, and they said, because he had this thing growing off his cheek, right? Eddie, you saw it.
Yeah, I saw it.
When I drive him up today, I don't get out of the car. I drive him up. They come to the car door. They take it in gloves, take my dog inside, and I sit in my car. They check the dog. They do what they're going to do with the dog. Then they bring me the dog in the car, and then I leave. All my waiting is in the car.
Wow.
It's like McDonald's.
Now I would.
Vets.
Okay, yeah, I guess.
What would you compare it to?
Like jail?
Yeah.
All right, it's weird.
I have to turn my animal in. So, precautionary. I'm glad they're still working on animals. So you spay and neuter pets, Katie? That's true?
Yes, I'm a surgical assistant on a spay neuter unit in Macon, Georgia.
You just drive around with a blade? Yeah, come here, puppy.
Not quite.
Nice.
You nailed that.
You're
Yeah.
funny.
Okay.
Yeah, but hey, spay and neuter your pet.
Okay, here is the clip. Listen closely, Katie. Here we go.
In time, after being perched atop their mother's feet for 1,000 paces, like a child learning to dance on her mother's shoes, the chick takes his first steps alone.
All right, you hear animals there behind this person. I can say it's a guy, right?
Yeah,
I'm surprised nobody's got it, but I'm surprised it's a guy. There are animals behind it. There's some context to it. Katie in Georgia, can you name that celebrity?
I think it's Willie Nelson.
Willie Nelson.
Interesting.
Okay. Show me Willie Nelson. It is not. I can't. Hey, I don't know what she's hearing. I can't. Everybody's ears are different. Like taste buds.
I guess I just thought it sounded like him. I don't know. I guess I was wrong. Sorry.
No, don't be sorry. We're all. I'm going crazy. Am I crazy?
No.
Okay. Katie, would you like to shout out to anybody since you're on the phone here?
Shout out to my workers, Susan and Drew, and not my workers, the coworkers.
Oh.
And my fiance, Casey.
All right. And your fiance, Casey, how long you been engaged?
Since November.
When's your wedding?
November of 2021.
Oh, okay.
Well, maybe we'll be back by then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Katie, thank you so much. Thank you for listening. I love that you're working with animals. You know me. I love the animals.
Yes. Well, thank you guys for having me. I forgot to say morning studio.
Morning. All right, Katie, have a good day.
You too. Thanks, guys.
Bye-bye. Lunchbox is not here. He's sick. You're able to hear on the show this morning. He was like, go back and listen to the podcast if you want to hear that when we're over. Morgan number 2 is not here. She was at a crowded bar, so I just shut her down and said, work from home for a bit. We're scared. But the rest of us are here. Me, Amy, and Eddie are sitting at microphones.
And this is just by chance. The way we sit is already social distancing.
Yeah, more than 6 feet.
Did you tell Amy happy birthday?
I have not yet. I was waiting. We're going to do a big one.
Oh, we don't have to do a big one.
Bring in the stripper.
Okay.
We're going to we're going to do 2 shows at once coming up in about 20 or 30 minutes. We're going to put our show on our channel, our satellite channel. We're going to talk to Elvis Duran on his channel. And we're going to do 2 shows at the same time.
Yeah.
Oh, this
We're
is
gonna-
like junior high.
We're going to connect with them. It's like the full-
3-way or
Yeah, 3-way calls.
not
I was
going
to say it's like a good crossover, like Full House meets Family
Oh,
Matters.
that's cool.
Instead of
Oh, yeah.
Okay, we'll talk with Elvis Duran and his morning show coming up in about 20 minutes or so. Amy's birthday, all that's happening. It's a day. How about that? It's a day. Back in a second.
The morning show's official YouTube channel. Go to YouTube, search Bobby Bones Show, and subscribe today.
Bobby Bones. So yesterday afternoon, I see Vanessa Hudgens trending on Twitter. Here's that clip of Vanessa Hudgens from High School Musical. What has she been in? I did a movie with her a long time ago.
Oh, you did? Band
Slam.
That's right.
I don't think she's known for that because I think our movie made like $11. But here's a clip of Vanessa Hudgens talking about coronavirus during an Instagram Live. Now, she's gotten a lot of heat since this. Here you go. Here's the clip.
But, like, it's a virus. I get it. Like, I respect it. But at the same time, like, even if everybody gets it, like, yeah, people are gonna die. It's just terrible. But, like, inevitable?
Wait, what?
Well,
I don't. What
think
is she? What?
It looked like she'd been drinking a little bit.
Oh, man.
I mean,
But the good thing is about the virus, she respects it.
Yeah, like,
Listen,
okay.
oh my God. I respect it. And she's playing with her hair.
Oh, man.
The weird thing is there's like some 1920s music happening behind her. Like, what is she even listening to?
I have to Google this.
It's like, listen, like, we're all going to die inevitably, right? So, like, who cares? Like, we got shovels. We can just dig holes for people and then put because I'm going to be dead anyway. It's like, who cares? So she's now apologized, saying her words about the pandemic were insensitive and not at all appropriate for the situation. She also calls the backlash a huge wake-up call about the importance of what she says. Like,
Well,
Like.
I respect it.
yeah, so much of me wants to be like, was this like a big joke?
Play it again, Raymundo.
But, like, it's a virus. I get it. Like, I respect it. But at the same time, like, even if everybody gets it, like, yeah, people are gonna die. It's just terrible. But, like, inevitable?
Like if you get it, you're gonna die. So about the second or third like, we start to feel like we are not listening to anything you're saying anymore. Like, we hear the words, but we don't. But the second or third time you use like in a paragraph, or okay, you have no idea what you're talking about.
Like.
What?
Nothing. I just need to like.
Nope. There you go. But you say it all the time too.
I know.
Yeah.
Hey, so you don't listen to what I say?
About the second time, we check out.
Oh, jeez. I need to watch it for myself. Hearing the audio, I now want to watch it and check out her mannerisms and see what's
She looks
going
like
on
she's
with
been
her.
drinking.
Okay. I mean, a lot of people are drinking right now.
Unless I lie.
But I
Like,
mean,
a lifetime, we're all gonna die, right? So it's inevitable. So it's a virus. I respect it.
oh man, that is so unfortunate for her. Like not good.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
It's a big 39 today.
My gift to you is to try to not say like.
For the whole year?
For 39.
It's your birthday, though.
New year, new me.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm eliminating like.
Do you think you'll make it to 40? That's the question with
Oh,
everyone
man.
right now.
I mean, everybody's going to die. So
Like it's inevitable.
I can respect that.
Like, I can respect death. I mean, like, that's going to happen. Like,
So she's like, I mean, it's a virus and I respect it.
You gotta respect the
God.
virus.
because there's one thing a virus doesn't like is when it's disrespected.
Correct. That's
That's
why
when it really hits
That's
with
when it's
vengeance.
a bad thing.
Bobby, you have always said that it's all boils down to respect.
There are a lot of fights over lack of respect. Like,
Yes.
Corona's probably sitting at home going, oh, Vanessa Hudgens disrespected me? I'm about to hit him hard. That was a thing yesterday.
Yeah.
There was a whole Oprah thing that hit last night. Did you guys see that?
She do that too?
No.
Oh.
She didn't say like.
No, they started a whole. I'm not sure. They said she got in trouble for something. I think it was fake. Mike, do you look that up? I don't want to be running out with this, but Oprah was trending when I woke up this morning, and then she had to put out a tweet going, "It's not true." She didn't have people bust into her house. She debunked rumors. She's been arrested. She says, "I haven't been raided or arrested." So there are a lot of people having a lot of time on their hands to create conspiracy theories. Oprah just got a call. She goes, quote, just got a phone call that my name is trending and being trolled for some awful fake thing. It's not true. Haven't been raided or arrested. Just sanitizing and self-distancing with the rest of the world. Stay safe, everybody.
Well, what in the world would Oprah get arrested for?
I almost don't want to say it
Okay, because it's not true.
because it's not true,
Okay.
but it's bad stuff. But it's not true. So that's why I'm not saying, oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't want to perpetuate the
yes.
The
So
lie.
woke up and saw the world's just gone bonkers. I'm going to put up another movie review on my Instagram. Caitlin and I did another movie review, or as I would like to call it, a movie review. What's wrong with me? We watched Knives Out
Oh, yeah.
And then so we did a review on that. We're almost done with The Pharmacist. We watched
Oh, yeah. How do you
one
like
more
it?
episode of that. You just get mad at Purdue. I'm almost done with the third episode, and Purdue, not the university, but the maker of
Pharmaceutical.
OxyContin.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
And we are in an opioid epidemic right now.
Yeah.
But you're seeing the beginning
This
of
is
it.
the start of it, yeah.
And how they were creating their propaganda like spread of all this misinformation about the drug.
Because they were treating the drug almost how we would look at Tylenol or something. Like, just pop a pill. It's not a big deal.
And
you have
they
the
were making
pain-
it seem like if you don't give a whole lot to someone, then you're not being sympathetic or empathetic at all.
Right.
Like the more you give them, the better of a doctor you are.
Wow.
Because you actually care about how they feel. Now I'm only almost 3 in. I don't know if there's a twist at the end where we all get along and everybody lives, but I don't think that's the case because
It just
where
gets
I come from
Crazy. No,
Yeah.
it's terrible.
in
to be
Arkansas,
sad.
it's a real bad problem.
Yeah.
So I'm watching that, but we're getting through that. And then we're gonna take turns picking movies and putting up reviews on Instagram after we watch it. And she wants to watch Oklahoma. She's from Oklahoma. It's her favorite play movie.
Yeah.
All that I haven't seen it, but she wants to pick her movies and make me watch her stuff instead of just watching new stuff to review.
Is Oklahoma new or is that old?
No, it's
No, it's
old. It's from
old.
like 1619.
Oh, awesome.
But wow, that's what she's going with?
Yeah.
What?
Because I was like, I've never seen Oklahoma, and she is as Oklahoma as you could be.
Yeah.
She is as proud of Oklahoma as I am Arkansas, and so she's gonna.
And as Eddie and I are Texas.
Yeah.
no, you guys don't.
What?
Don't
Oh,
rep,
I radiate
You don't rep
Texas.
it as hard as we do.
Okay.
Okay.
What, you don't? You're
Oh.
from Texas. Well, Texas is
We
like.
love Texas.
I know, but Texas is like big and bad by itself. You don't need someone representing you. Like, look how cool we are.
Oh, I
Okay.
got you. I
You have
understand
major
that.
cities.
Which
You
is
have like,
already cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
where we're from underdog states. Arkansas and Oklahoma are underdog states. So we have to be out swinging. You know? That's
Yeah.
like folks listening in Iowa right now, they get it. Folks in the middle of America, we're like the underdogs.
Well, it's not our fault where we were born.
I know. It's not the Patriots fans' fault. They had Tom Brady and Bill Belichick, which they don't have Brady anymore. He's playing for the Bucks now. Going to play for the Bucks. So, do you know that? He's going to Tampa Bay?
No, I don't.
No.
I knew he was leaving, but I guess I don't remember where he was going.
Shout out to all our Tampa listeners who are going to
Yeah.
have Tom Brady. I saw some of my friends in Tampa that were trying to get season tickets yesterday, and they were like 6,000 in line.
Oh, my
'Cause
gosh.
As soon as Brady was announced that he hasn't signed yet because free agency actually starts today officially, that tickets were nutty. So, okay, cool. Oklahoma gets a 76% positive on Rotten Tomatoes.
That's not bad.
What year did that come out, Mike? 1955.
Oh, you're going to love it, Bones.
Oh, that's
You'd be
that's
surprised with some of those old movies.
55. That's pre-corona, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Everything's going to be separated by that. Whiskey Glasses, Morgan Wallen, Bobby Bones Show. Appreciate you guys. We're doing our show from Nashville. We're still in the studio. Elvis Duran, who is in New York, who's on Z100 in New York and in stations all over the country, is on the phone. Is that right?
Hi, Bobby.
Hey, does one of your interns have coronavirus?
A former
No.
intern.
Former intern. Former. Yesterday, yes. Former intern.
What's the difference? Did you fire him because he had coronavirus? Is that why he's former?
No.
Yeah. You got
Hey,
coronavirus,
Bobby.
you're fired.
Am I on? Am I on? Am I on?
You're on the air, dude. Don't say any bad words.
Oh no! So Bobby, I'm already at home. Are you in the studio or are you doing your show from home?
I'm in the studio, and we're all here because we're idiots, I think. I'm not sure, but we're here trying to live our lives as semi-normal as we can while we can. When did you decide to work from home?
Well, today's day one, and then tomorrow Danielle and Gandhi are going to do their shows from their house. But it's really funny because they don't have studios, so one will be on a bed in a guest bedroom. One will be like in a kitchen. I'll be in my kitchen tomorrow.
Yeah.
You know, you guys need to go ahead and do this, Bobby. No offense, people need to hear you, so we don't need you getting sick.
Let me ask you this, Elvis Duran. What are you wearing?
I actually, you know what? When I work out of the house, I actually take a shower and get ready. I'm wearing jeans. I'm wearing shoes. I'm wearing a nice T-shirt. No, I'm ready to work. I comb my hair.
He's actually more dressed than we are. We're actually the ones wearing the sweats and
Right.
He's dressed. We're not.
Right now, Elvis
there you
Duran is
go.
on with us. Are we on your air, too, or are you just on our air?
Yes.
Oh, we're
Yes.
on you guys'
And by
air,
the way-
too?
Yeah, you can use the foulest of foul language on our show.
Ah,
Oh.
come on.
Well,
Hey, today's
yeah.
Amy's birthday, by the way. Amy turned 39 today.
Happy birthday.
Oh, thanks, guys. Y'all are like my gift.
Amy, I got to say, what you spearheaded and what you guys did after that weather ripped through Nashville and screwed it all up, I just have to say thank you. You did such a wonderful job, and you continue to this day.
Yeah, the Top
Congratulations.
Forward is amazing. I'm obsessed with it, and what you do baffles me every single day. I love it.
Well, right now, I'm Bobby Bones, and we're in Nashville. Elvis Duran is in New York with Danielle. And listen, everyone's on the air all together. I'm just
Yeah.
resetting both stations, guys. I'm taking it.
Thank you.
Hey, let me ask what New York is like. What's this? Danielle, you're in the city right now. What's New York like?
New York, New York's very quiet. We were saying before that Gandhi was in Times Square last night, and it was like a ghost town. There was nobody on the streets, which never happens.
What about the local news? Because I know they're saying you guys could possibly be shelter in place pretty soon, where pretty much you have to be in your house. What's on the local news happening with you guys in New York?
They're actually arguing about that. So we have a mayor saying there's a chance that we shelter in place, and then the governor is coming on saying, no, that's actually not going to happen. It has to go through me first, and he doesn't want that. So that's kind of a back and forth right now.
Nothing we love like a wiener measuring contest right in crisis.
Right.
Yep. Hey, guys, how close are you to each other in your studio?
Well, so we rebuilt our studio to look kind of like a TV set, and so we're not close. Amy is probably 6 feet from me. Lunchbox is out sick. Morgan, number 2, who does our digital and sits in here, is also gone because she was at a bar this weekend, and I had to shut her down and be like, you can't come to the studio. So we're pretty much all spread out 6-7 feet apart.
Okay,
Wow.
good. Well, look, I must say the difference between New York City and Nashville right now is I think that we are, I'm not going to say ahead of the game, but I think I am because we understand that we live on top of each other and we have to take drastic measures quickly. And so that's why we're starting to do our show in all different points. And I got to tell you, technically, it's crappy. I mean, I sound like Darth Vader every once in a while, and I don't think it's the equipment. I think I naturally just sound like the King of Doom. But I really hope that you guys figure out how to do this because we've got weeks, maybe months ahead of us, and I want you to stay healthy because your audience loves you.
Yeah.
They depend on you. You know.
Well, I found out a couple of days ago, I don't have a spleen, and so I am what they would call immunocompromised. But my immuno on the other side is so amazing. I think I'm just back to even because I'm like so in shape, but then I'm compromised. I think I'm back to just net gain of 0.
Right.
So I
Well-
think eventually we'll work from home too. Right now we are, we feel like we've been elected the leaders of our listeners at the time being. And if we can get in, we're not breathing on each other for the time being. A lot of our listeners are working and still going to their jobs. And so we're here. And eventually, though, we will be back. We'll be at our houses working, I'm sure.
All right. Well, I hope it's sooner than later. I'm not trying to lecture you. I'm just saying we need
I know.
you guys to-
I feel like Elvis is trying to send us home.
Well, yeah.
Well,
Hey, thank you guys. Thank you guys, Gandhi, Elvis, Danielle, everybody there. Just appreciate you guys in your friendship, and good luck. And let's get through this together. We got a bunch of listeners depending on both of us for information and entertainment, and we'll do our best, and you guys will too, I'm sure.
Love you.
We love you
Bye,
guys.
guys.
bye.
Bobby.
All right.
There they are.
Bye.
Love them. Oh, thank you.
That was Elvis Duran.
That was fun. That
Yeah.
was like radio.
That's a lot of voices.
Yeah, there's a lot happening, but still.
And then
fun.
it's like you got two head of shows going, well, so it's
Who's going to say the funniest thing?
I think y'all did great, though.
I love Elvis. Elvis is
Yeah.
my guy. Elvis is my guy. Okay, Maren Morris, The Bones, Bobby Bones Show. Hit us up if you want. 877-77-Bobby. Now Elvis telling us to go home. Back on with us again is Morgan number 2, who is in her apartment right now. You're somewhat on quarantine. How's it all been going at the house? Are you bored yet?
I'm very bored. I started a 1,000-piece puzzle last night because I don't really quite know what to do with myself.
Boy, you're jumping into a puzzle. You must be struggling. Get puzzles and books, though, because let's just say the power goes out.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't have the full capability of everyone out being able to fix the power. That's 3 levels from now. But when my power went out, I was like, oh, my God, what do I do? Open a book, a puzzle. We got to go full Pilgrim. Get some milk to churn.
Gas lanterns.
It's just be prepared to go full Pilgrim, folks. Worst case scenario. So I think Morgan number 2, maybe Friday or next week, can come back in the studio. Amy, what do you think about this?
Okay. Yeah, I'm fine. I mean, will we be here?
That's one.
Oh.
That's funny, man.
Okay.
What, Eddie?
That's funny.
Yeah,
Like, we may not be here, but Morgan or 2, you can be here.
Okay, that's why I was confused. I was like, okay, sure.
What happened with Morgan number 2? Would you like to just because I feel like a bit we've just been kind of telling the story for you. She was out at a bar on her Instagram story, and I was like, hey, if you've been around a bunch of people, let's just chill for a few days. Don't come into the studio. Morgan number 2, what exactly happened that night?
Well, I actually wasn't out at night. I went to lunch with a friend who came in town for the SEC tournament with her and her friends because they were here for that. But obviously, it all got canceled. So we went to lunch, and we decided to go meet some of her other friends that were here. And that bar that we had stopped by to see her other friends was the super crowded bar. We didn't stay there for very long. We went back and just kind of hung out for a little bit, and then I went home. So I wasn't out at night ever, but I was out when there was other people around.
So she's just self-quarantining just in case so she doesn't spread it, being responsible, socially responsible.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And at what point do we get around her? What?
Well, I mean, obviously if she shows symptoms.
Do you have any symptoms, Morgan?
No, I don't.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm sure
Next
it's
week.
fine. Sure, she can come in next week.
Okay. And have you been watching any movies?
Yeah, I watched 4 movies.
Okay, what are they?
I've watched Bombshell.
Oh, is that good?
What's Bombshell?
With Nicole Kidman.
And
others.
Charlize Theron.
Yeah.
Oh, the Fox News
Yeah,
thing.
yeah. Is it good?
Yeah, I'd give it 4 out of 5
Wow.
news anchors.
Okay.
Yeah, it was really good.
We have 1 minute. Go ahead, roll through your other ones.
Spencer Confidential from Netflix.
What's it called?
Like 2 out of 5. Not
Spencer
good.
Confidential. That's the one with Post Malone in it.
Oh, it was 2 out of 5. Not good?
Not good.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
Go ahead.
And then Frozen 2 is another one that I watched, and I really liked it. 4.5 out of 5 icicles.
Wow.
But I would say it's a little dark for some of the younger kids.
And is there one more?
Well, I watched a TV show, which is Legends of Tomorrow from CW, and that one's probably like 3 out of 5. But
heard of
if
that.
you like superheroes and stuff, it's pretty good.
All right. Well, we're rooting for you. I don't know what we're rooting for, but it's rooting for you to not be sick. And all right.
Rooting for me to finish my puzzle, right?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. We'll talk to you soon. We'll talk to you later on the show.
Okay, sounds good.
All right. There she is. Morgan number 2 in her apartment, quarantined up. Wanted us to know she was out at daytime, not nighttime.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
It's
Same
a big
thing.
difference.
If you guys want to hop in on the show, we encourage you to. Just hit us up. 877-77-BOBBY. That's our number. 877-77-BOBBY. I mentioned that Morgan number 2 was in her apartment. I forgot she bought a house.
Oh, yeah, that's
Getting a lot of texts correcting me. You're right on that. Luke Combs, Even Though I'm Leaving. We'll come back after this. Coming from the Bass Pro Shops and Cabela Studio on Music Row, it's the Bobby Bones Show. We get a lot of notes asking about American Idol. What's going on with us? The note says here officially, American Idol suspends production as contestants return home to families. American Idol is the latest TV show to shut down in light of the coronavirus outbreak. I know that we have a lot of material in the can. We've been shooting a lot. And so I'm still in touch with everyone, obviously, even every day. So we have 4 or 5 more shows over the next 4 or 5 weeks that I think we'll be able to put on and be new shows because we have more Hollywood Week. We have Hawaii. We have Green Mile. So that's going to be a show that comes out for at least the next month or so, at least. Glad they sent everybody home. You know, everything is about safety first. So if we're able to get back, we will. We won't use studio audiences. Now I'm speaking now just from my mind. But I don't know that we'll be able to get back anytime soon. But that's like everything else happening right now. I saw where 4 of the Nets, the Brooklyn Nets basketball team, have coronavirus. One of them's Kevin Durant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Well, I don't know. Why am I mean, because I know that other basketball players tested, and I guess they're making the news, and then I know who they are. But I'm like, why does it seem like basketball players are getting it?
Probably because they're so close and there's
A lot of contact.
And also because they're able to probably get tests. What we're going to see is once everyone can be tested, you're going to see more people come out and go like, I have coronavirus.
Valid. I hadn't thought about that part. That
And
totally makes sense.
You can be a negative today and then tomorrow be a positive.
What was the breathing test you and Eddie were doing?
Well, it's not official.
Earlier in the show, I was talking about don't believe these tests that are online. That's what we were doing anyway.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And so
That's right.
what we decided to do was hold our breath for 15 seconds and then see how we felt after. By the way, this is not a legitimate test, everyone, but Eddie was being dumb, and so I joined in. So
That's usually how it works.
Raymundo, can you give me some holding my breath music? So this is not a real test. We talked about it earlier.
Non-official.
But this is no, it's not even non-official. It's not real. Okay?
Okay.
But what we were doing is holding our breath for 15 seconds and then seeing how we felt afterward. Because it's a respiratory illness, right?
Okay.
So
are we all doing this?
Are we doing it?
Yeah, we'll hold it for 15 seconds.
Okay, everybody do it and you're
Okay, Raymundo, give me some music, please. Here we go.
My buttons all just blew up.
Oh, now the buttons
great.
have coronavirus.
Oh my gosh.
Let me see what I have over here. Hold on.
Everything's falling apart.
Let me look what I have. Let's see. Migos.
Motorsport.
Okay, this is gonna be our music. You wanna do that or stir fry? Here we go. You wanna do stir fry? Okay.
Stir fry, yeah.
So we're gonna hold our breath for 15 seconds over stir fry. And 3, 2, 1, go.
In the kitchen, wrist twisted like a stir fry. Whip it in the kitchen, wrist twisted like a stir fry. I'll take a whip it, intermission, let the birds fly. I get money, turn no vision through my third eye.
Okay, time.
Oh.
I feel
that
good.
was like ain't no thing.
Never felt better.
Yeah.
I feel great.
Wow.
I do this every day, and this is the best I've ever felt.
I mean, we're good.
also 12 because this is not real, yet we still did it. Okay, so Kevin Durant and
I
three
like
other
that
teammates
song,
have it.
though. Okay.
So does an actress from Frozen 2. Rachel Matthews. She's the voice of Honey Marin. She's 26 years old. Jared Leto, who you may know from not 5 Seconds of Summer.
30 Seconds to Mars.
Yeah, there's the seconds thing, right?
Yeah.
30 Seconds to Mars, and also the movie. He was the Joker before the good guy did the Joker.
Yeah.
So he was on a meditation retreat for 12 days, and they didn't tell him about it because he's meditating. And so he only found out about it because he walked out into a very different world. I was watching the news yesterday, and I just looked up, and maybe I was watching the 5 on Fox News. I'm not sure, but there was a headline that said, we all could be shelter in place soon. And I'm just like, what if you wake up and this is the headline that you see? Because they've slowly walked us into this. And they're slowly going to walk us into more.
Yeah.
And, New York's going to be shelter in place, I believe. We were talking to Elvis Duran about that. Northern California is already shelter in place, which means unless you got to go somewhere specific and you have a reason to, you don't leave your house. I think all the major cities are going to be that eventually, right? Just me speculating, which only based on what I'm seeing.
The patterns of what you're seeing. Yeah.
And it just seems like it's going to happen everywhere. But I was like, man, if you just open your eyes, you've been asleep for a year, and it's like cities are going shelter in place.
Oh.
And grocery stores are empty in certain places.
Yeah.
They're asking people not to post those crazy pictures or Instagram stories of grocery stores being empty because all it does is create panic. And you're like, oh, if they're empty, I need to go.
But it does look weird. I mean, going through the grocery store aisles and seeing empty shelves looks strange.
Yeah.
Never seen that in my life.
Yesterday, I got 2 boxes sent to my house. It's on my Instagram story right now. And I was like, I wonder what these are. Because I haven't ordered anything in weeks. And I go and I got a massive bottle of hand sanitizer.
Oh, cool.
A gallon. I'd ordered it before all this seriously started happening. And then 8 cans of Clorox wipes. 8 buckets of them. So it was
Man, that's good stuff.
Black market. Probably.
Probably make a buck.
But I ordered, this is to show you how backed up they are. I ordered that before it started to be a super necessity that everyone was dying for them. So I have them all, but I was like, I didn't order them and pay $500 for them or pay normal price for them. But they finally, it took that long to get
to
here.
arrive. Wow. Yeah, you were like, I don't think my stuff's going to ever come.
Yeah.
Those masks ever come? Or you were missing something, right?
I got one of the hardcore masks. It's like level 69 mask or something.
Yeah, that's it.
There's this-
N95.
F69.
Well, no. I think mine's 69. Though.
Oh, okay. Of course. Yeah, it's
Special.
special.
So there was a woman that has tested positive for corona and then disappeared.
Saw this.
First of all, did you see the story when it first came out?
That they were looking for her?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's when it was weird.
So she tested positive and then split, right?
Yes.
They just ran out
and
of
then
the...
was gone. New Jersey officials are breathing a sigh of relief after they found her after she went on the lam. Authorities tried to find a woman who tested positive for coronavirus after she provided a false name and address and then bailed.
So selfish.
Smartly, the details were shared to the press because now the woman's been located.
Good.
That was a crazy one. I know your dad is older and immunocompromised because he has been fighting cancer.
Yeah.
What are they doing with him now?
Well, he is in an assisted living place, and I chose to cut off my visitation there. And I think that a lot of family members have done the same. You had to get fully screened if you want to go in. And they were still congregating as a community, though. Like they would show movies in their little movie area, and they were all eating meals together in their dining room. But now all that has been shut down, and everyone's confined to their little apartment room thingy. And all meals are served to them there. My dad has a feeding tube, so he's like, ain't no thing for me. But he did like going down there to socialize and like see people. And now it's just him in his apartment. And the nurse, the staff comes to him, and he doesn't leave. So that's bizarre. I worry about him, but I did just get that. I ordered one of those Amazon Echo Show thingies where you can video chat. It's different than FaceTime because he can't even figure out his phone sometimes and hold it up, but it can sit there on his counter and I can just turn it on and he can just be there with us like the whole time because this could be a long time and I don't want him to feel isolated or alone because he already is. But
by the way, it will be a long time.
Yeah.
I was listening to Dr. Fauci talk yesterday at the Trump press conference, and he's like, hey, we're not going to peak on this until 45 days. And again, they're just guessing because this is so new. He's like, we're not going to peak until, and that means just one way. And you don't, it's not over right as it peaks. It takes a while on the way down. And so their thought now is we're not going to peak until 45 days.
Yeah.
Boy.
So, yeah, it's going to be a while.
Yeah. Well, I will say this about him, though. Even though he feels isolated, his spirits are really up, which makes me feel happy. Like, he has a great attitude. He totally understands. He's not like, he said some people are kind of upset that people can't visit or do whatever, but he has a really good perspective of, like, this is serious. This could mean life or death for all of them that live there. And so I love that he gets it. Because that makes it easier.
Your sister has a tiny coffee shop in Colorado.
Yeah. They're in Pagosa Springs, Colorado, Root House Coffee, and they've been shut down. They can do to-go orders, but their main thing is they're a coffee shop. People there come hang out, but people can come in 5 people in the shop at a time, but they have to remain 6 feet apart. And my sister said it was awkward because people were coming in to get coffee to go, but she was like, she didn't want to awkwardly go up to them and be like, excuse me, can we measure? Like, y'all need to stand 6 feet
It's like
apart.
dances in junior high.
Yes.
Leave room for the Lord.
Leave room for that. And I mean, I know you were saying too, like, have you gone anywhere? Because I know you went to Starbucks, but have you gone anywhere else?
Well, Starbucks has peeled the chairs out, so in a coffee shop you can't go. My favorite restaurant here in town is True Food Kitchen, and they closed, but I went to pick up some food yesterday for the last time. And I'm there so much that I know a lot of the staff there. So I went to the ATM and just took out a bunch of cash. I just was like, I don't know how long you guys are going to be out, but I always appreciate you guys. Even the valet and was like, here.
Oh,
and
that's
just
awesome.
went out and just tried to be like, because that's who it's going to hurt. Because if there's nobody to serve, you can't serve and make money. And my money's not going to help them but for maybe a week or 2 weeks. And so, but it was just, listen, they take care of me constantly. So, but I made a point to go yesterday on their last day and do that. And hopefully it helps a little bit.
Yeah. No, that's awesome. My sister did comment too. I was talking to her last night that some of her baristas noticed. They're like, I think people were tipping like extra today. They could see the love. And so I think for people, that's something to remember. If you have your favorite place to go or somewhere you frequent, like, yeah, if you're able to throw a little extra love their way, try to do that or get gift cards or something.
Well, I'm blessed enough that I am. So I just went to the ATM, took out a bunch of cash and was like,
that's awesome.
Here, folks. Sorry it's going to suck for a while. And I know this isn't the help all, but
that's a good example. I mean, people that are in similar shoes such as yourself or us, like maybe it'll remind them to do that.
If you guys want to hop on, you can. You know, we have a phone and lines, and you know, we're not screaming bloody murder or anything. We're just kind of talking about how our lives are affected by this and how they're probably going to be affected even more. You know, it's going a direction. We can all see it coming. But just keep your heads about you. You know, I think that's the key here, is that we're also all going through this together. Amy and I were talking off the air this morning. It's not like there's only one section of us that are having to deal with it. Like, this is going to be universally something we all have to do together.
Yeah, globally.
Mm-hmm.
So you're with your neighbor. Nobody is being targeted and having to suffer through this any worse than anyone else. And there's an odd, comfort isn't the word I'm looking for, but there's an odd unity in that we're all going to go through a struggle together. And none of us are going to be victimized because of where we live, what race we are. It's just a universal struggle we're going to fight. So the more cool, calm, and collected we can keep our heads, the better it's going to be, because it isn't going to be easy.
Yeah. It's good advice. It's time for us to rally together. We're like one big community.
But when we come out of this, and we will come out of this, we're going to be that much stronger for it, and hopefully more of a unified front because of it. Because let's not act like everything's great right now anyway. It always takes, you know, a splinter in the system or a rock in the river to kind of reroute the river. And so this could be that. But what we have to do first is take care of each other, look out for others, and get through it. And for some places, and like I said, I'm from a very rural part of America. There is not a lot around Mountain Pine, Arkansas. And we had Arkansas Keith on, and he's not going through the same thing that we're going through in Nashville. And you know what? Nashville's not going through the same thing they're going through in Los Angeles or San Francisco. Like, it's all based on how many people are in the city, how many people can possibly have it, and how many tests are being given at the time. Eventually, it's going to all kind of catch up and come to the same point, right? And we're all going to get through it together. There's no doubt we're all going to get through it together. So look out for the others. Look out for those around you. Check in on those around you. Even a text. Hey, you good? If you have too much of something, hey, I got this. Make it like baseball cards when we were kids. Trade supplies. Look out for each other. If there's something we can learn from this, it's to look out for each other, take care of each other, because, you know, take the time to look out for other people, other folks, because you're going to need it at some point too. Like, we all end up needing some help at some point. And so if you're someone like me, I struggle to take help from people, but I'm going to need it at some point, and I got to realize that, and we're all going to need it, so be giving it, be dosing it out. That's all. And on this show, we're going to come in and be funny and fun, and we're going to talk about stuff that's entertaining. We're also going to talk about serious stuff. We're going to do what we normally do. We're human beings. We're going to be irritating sometimes. We're going to be your best friend sometimes, but that's what we're going to do. I think it's my personal duty and obligation to give you guys a common sense talk about what's happening as much as I possibly can. Don't freak out, but also know that it's real. So that's what we'll do. We'll get through this together. And I'll say that one final time. We will get through this together. Thank you. The end. All right, back in a second.
The morning show's official
on Instagram, and I watch some of these artists do their videos now because everybody just hold up.
Yeah.
So you're all trying to just do stuff. I'm watching Dustin Lynch right now. His headline is "Laying Low and Having Fun." It looks like he's got a go-kart in his house or something.
He's live right now.
Texas, and I've literally not been home except for when we planted those couple days to go through all of our stuff since we got back. So I'm going to start in on this, just get everything reorganized. And by the way, if anybody needs any Monster Energy or Tito's, we got you covered.
It's a video, but it's him going through his garage. So it's all the digital content you could ever wanted right now.
Yeah.
Including myself. Like, I'm about to put up another movie review of Caitlin and I watching Knives Out. We put one up yesterday of us watching, what do we watch?
Knives Out?
No, that was right now.
Uncut Gems?
Uncut Gems.
Whatever.
Are you listening?
Yeah.
It's her birthday. She didn't have to listen today.
She gets a pass.
Yeah, she gets a pass. Amy's birthday's today. Eddie's is
Saturday. Amy, what terrible birthdays we have.
I know. I told Bobby, though, he has it worse, though, because by April 2nd, it's going to be even more, nutty to where, like, at least we're still all hanging out. So I'm going to go over to Bobby's. But, like, come April 2nd, we probably will have to have a virtual. It'll be online. Maybe I need to get you one of those Amazon shows so you can stay connected.
I have one.
Oh, you do?
I have one next to my bed.
Party.
But we have FaceTime. We know how to use FaceTime.
Yeah, what's the difference? I mean, really, I guess it's just
another way.
Okay.
Rich is on in Arkansas. Hey, Rich, what's going on with you, dude? Thanks for calling.
Yes, I just wanted to point out that these truck drivers that's out here making the deliveries, at the truck stops, the food courts are getting shut down, the restaurants are getting shut down, the quick food's getting taken away, and we obviously can't fit through a truck or a drive-through. So it's getting harder and harder for a semi driver to get food.
Yeah. What are you delivering?
I deliver it's called LTL, which is less than truckload. So it's like going from one factory to another, picking up a pallet or two, then taking it to where they got to go.
And you're finding it harder just to find open things as you drive down the road.
Yeah, it's getting from getting a hamburger, a hot dog, to getting Pop-Tarts. And that's what you got for the day.
Are you packing any food before you go on your rides now?
Yeah, I'm packing more now. I'm a local driver to where the over-the-road drivers are going to have the hard time because they're out 3-4 weeks at a time. And I'm only out a day at a time.
Where do you live in Arkansas?
I'm just right over the border in Short, Oklahoma, but I'm right out of Fort Smith, Arkansas.
Well, we appreciate you sharing that with us.
Yeah.
So again, there's a lot of things happening that we wouldn't think about because we're not in that industry. Like, I waited tables, I worked at a marina, I worked in retail. Like, that's what I know. And then obviously this goofy job, but I wouldn't know that.
No, it's good to.
I mean, how do we even help that? Hey, Rich, what? Say again?
If you see a driver making a delivery, ask if you can go get them food. Go through the drive-through for them because we can't fit. Or ask if there's any way, even a sandwich or something might be very much appreciated.
All right, so just ask somebody if you can help them. All right, cool. Hey, appreciate that, man. We didn't know that, so without you sharing that with us, we had no idea. Thank you.
By the way, happy birthday, Amy and Eddie.
Oh, thank you.
Man.
Hey, mine's not like we can have one. Throw me one of those.
He'll call back.
All right. All right, Rich, have a good day, bud. Dollar General stores are going to allow seniors inside for the first hour of business.
Smart.
There are a couple other things.
Whole Foods and Target are doing the same. Whole
So-
Foods is early. Target's like every Wednesday is the first hour is dedicated to elderly.
So the move is to protect them from the spread of coronavirus and against panic buying, which the shelves are,
So they start the day off probably really sanitized and clean and then let them go in?
and they don't have to have a bunch of people rushing in. But I told Amy, you're going to see a bunch of young people dressed like old people.
Oh,
Yeah.
Fake mustache.
Hey.
Gray mustaches.
Here for my weekly groceries.
The cane. Get Lunchbox to try that out.
No. By the way, you can listen to the podcast from today's show and hear Lunchbox suggest a bit. He's not here, he's sick, but suggest a bit. And it went on a rejected segment. We had to get him on the phone.
Obviously. it was
He
rejected.
says that he doesn't have corona.
Oh.
Because of what's happened. He's lost his voice. But that being said, he's not here today. Probably won't be here tomorrow. We'll see how it all shakes out. But you can hear that back on the podcast. We did have him on the phone. So let's play Justin Moore, Bobby Bone Show. Appreciate you guys. Love it that you're with us. Call us if you want. 877-77-BOBBY. Let's go to Chris in Massachusetts. Chris, what's happening with you, man?
How's it going, Bobby?
Pretty good, dude.
Morning, studio.
Morning.
Morning.
So, I just wanted to call and say thank you to Bobby because last week he was mentioning how kids depend on the food from the schools. And our city had actually set up 4 sanitized locations that we can pick up the breakfast and lunch for the students.
That's great.
That's
you know,
awesome.
that to me, I grew up having to depend on school food to be able to eat. And so that was one of my first concerns. And if you go over to my Instagram right now, it is now it's like 10 posts back. But we put up these I washed my hands t-shirts, or you can go to can'tseeapparel.com. But we're working with different places, churches, YMCAs, because they're also helping out make sure kids get food.
Yeah.
We're working with that. And you know, every shirt you buy, money goes to help there too. So, yeah, appreciate that, Chris. What's happening with you today?
Just working right now. I have my son with me. I drive tractor trailer truck, so he's out of school until the 7th, so he's just working with me for a couple weeks.
Well, I appreciate you calling. Tell him, what's his name? We'll tell him hello.
Caden?
Caden.
He actually just said, can I say hi?
Yeah, put him on.
Here he is. Say hi.
Hi.
Caden, what's up, buddy?
Hi, Bobby Bone.
You good, man?
Yeah.
How do you feel working with your dad? Is that fun?
Yeah.
Do you have a girlfriend that you're going to miss for a while or what?
No.
Oh, okay. Just asking. You never know, man. You never know. Well, I appreciate you listening to the show. We'll talk to you soon, okay?
Okay.
All right. See you, bud.
Bye.
Bye.
See you.
All right, Chris. See you, bud. There it is. I do have a game. I don't know if anyone wants to play the game.
Yeah, we
Well,
love games.
I can give a, I know you do. Let me put Rebecca on in Mississippi. Hey, Rebecca, how are you?
Hey, good morning, studio.
Morning. Hey, Rebecca, would you like to have Amy play a game and maybe win you a prize if she wins?
Sure.
Okay, so here's what we're going to do. Amy, if you win, I will send Rebecca $50 of my money and some crap from the back. Okay? Do you understand how it goes?
Yeah.
Ray, what's some of the crap in the back that we can give her? Oh, look, I see Scuba Steve handing you.
Oh, yeah.
What's that?
Brothers Osborne signed Port St. Joe album. It's a vinyl.
Port St. Joe. It's like I said porn.
I know. I was like,
Brothers
wow.
Osborne porn.
That just sounded so weird.
So an autographed Brothers Osborne album. What else you got there from the crap in the back?
Looks like some sandals. They're pretty dope. I need to know what size those are.
No, you can't have them.
Harmony sandals.
Nice.
Wow, that's cool.
What size are you, Rebecca?
7.5.
7.5? Possibly.
Okay, well, you'll win those two things and $50 cash if Amy wins for you. Now, you have 60 seconds, Amy. Since we're all participating in social distancing and spending more time indoors, all of the answers are things that you can open indoors every day. Ooh.
Okay.
You have 60 seconds.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yeah?
You're playing for Rebecca.
I know. Feel the pressure.
Or she can win a Porn St. Joe album.
Brothers Osborne.
Signed by Brothers Osborne. And some shoes and $50. Where's my wallet? I have $50? I don't know my wallet.
It'd be a bust if you didn't,
my wallet in
Bones.
the office? I know, right? Okay. Here we go. You have 60 seconds. Is the timer ready, Raymundo?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 60 seconds starts at the end of the first question. Do you want an example?
Yes.
It has glass and you can let in fresh air with it.
A door, a window.
Correct. There you go. It's all things that you can open indoors every day. Here we go. 60 seconds starts at the end of the first question. If you don't have an answer, say pass.
Okay.
Here we go. You go through this to get in the house.
Door.
Your Amazon Prime purchases come in a cupboard.
Mailbox?
Sure, box. Your tomato sauce comes in this.
A jar.
When you wake up, this is the first thing you open.
Eyes.
Correct. The carrier from the post office delivers this.
Mail.
Correct. You open this to say ah.
Eat.
Incorrect.
What?
Electronic message with the subject line and body.
Computer.
Incorrect.
Email.
When you adopt a pet or have a child, to let in the love and open your...
Heart.
Correct. After a long day, you pop open a bottle of this alcohol from
Beer.
ferment... Incorrect.
What? Dang it.
Coca-Cola, Pepsi, Dr. Pepper come in aluminum.
What? Can.
Ooh.
Can. can.
Okay, I'll give that to you. You open this to say ah.
Thermometer.
Incorrect.
Mouth. You open your mouth.
Electronic message with the
Email.
subject. Correct. After a long day, you pop open a bottle of this alcohol from fermented grapes.
Wine.
Yeah. You were just jumping too fast.
Yeah, you could have had mouth easy.
You could have been done with this and been having a glass of wine.
Oh.
Dang it.
I know. So you door, box, jar, eyes. The carrier delivers the mail. You open this to say ah. Your mouth.
I know. I get that now.
Electronic message with a subject line of body is email.
Got it.
When you adopt or have a child, a heart. After a long day, you pop open a bottle of this alcohol from fermented grapes. Wine.
I mean, you had to have the grapes the last part.
I didn't write the questions. Mike D did.
I know. It's like after.
Rebecca, you didn't win.
Sorry, Rebecca.
Oh.
It's okay.
I know. What would you like to see? You work at a grocery store?
I do.
What's happening there?
Well, we're pretty much out of everything. We get all of our stuff from Pearl River, Louisiana at AWG, and along with like 8,000 other stores. So we're just not being able to get what we need. Our trucks are being canceled. We don't know when we're going to get a truck. You know, it's crazy.
And how are people reacting?
Stupid. It is ridiculous how people are we're having to put limits on stuff because they're getting 5 loaves of bread and like 10 cases of water. It's just, everybody just needs to calm down.
As Taylor Swift said, you need to calm down.
You need to calm down.
Well, Rebecca, I'm sorry you didn't win, but I appreciate you calling and talking with us.
It's no problem. My husband is actually in Texas while we're in Mississippi, so I'm home with all 4 of his other kids.
Oh, wow.
And he's in Texas working.
Did you say all 4 of his kids?
Yeah, all 4 our kids.
It sounded like you're about to say all 4 of his kids.
Sometimes it depends on how they're acting, whose they belong to.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, we appreciate that call.
I can't handle them being out of school much longer.
Well, I got bad news for you.
It's going to be a minute.
It's gonna be a minute, yeah. Play them here. Play your kids "Wash Your Hands" by the Raging Idiots.
Mm-hmm.
They'll love that jam.
Come on.
Yeah. It's a fun song to dance to. You learn a lesson from it. Rebecca, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, bye-bye. Here, speaking of that song, hit it, maestro. For everybody, turn it up. This is our new song. This is our new song of the pandemic. Washing hands, raging it, whatever. I don't know.
You can take a bath, bubble, splish and splash. Keeps you nice and clean. But I am gonna sing about your hands. They touch everything, your dirty hands. You dig up all those worms, they carry lots of germs. You touch all of your toes, and then you pick your nose with your hands. You don't wanna be the kid with dirty hands. Sanitizer, hot water, wash them till they're blue. Wash your dirty hands so you don't get the flu. Wash your hands. Why, wash your hands. Why, when you're giving high fives, try not to touch your eyes. Don't pick things off the street. It's like you touch the toilet seat.